1 full year. You wouldn't have thought that so much could change so drastically in just a year. But of course, history has proven us wrong again and again. Because if you really think about it, a year is not that much time. In just a year, the renowned Lafayette family name became nothing. Now I would say I need no introduction, but that's always been more of a my father thing. Those who remember might see in me the little orphan 13-year-old Marquis riding a horse in and out of Paris and catching the eye of the Duke of Noailles. I, obviously, don't expect it to become a Marquis anytime soon, and I don't hope on that becoming a reality anytime soon. As the tale then goes, the 19-year-old sailed to America, fought for the revolution, and came back a hero. Now that might be where my father's journey in America has ended, but it is where mine has begun. I'm George Washington Lafayette. Born into the noble Lafayette family, it has been a blessing turned curse. The thing that with every Lafayette born, they will be expected to do some headline-worthy things. Well, see, frankly, it does not matter if you run away from home, if you help free some colonies, or if you're accused of committing treason that you didn't commit. You'll be on the headline nonetheless. My family had to learn that the hard way. My story starts off as my father was off fighting in America. I was born to the most kind, understanding, supportive mother that any person can ask for. I have 2 sisters, 1 younger and 1 older, and my birth was on Christmas Eve. Now, some kids might be upset to share their special day celebration with millions of others. It does not really bother me anymore. My father's fame has led me to places. It led me to America, as I am right now. Sometimes I wish it was not quite so. But he has always been one to fight for his beliefs. Well, speaking of fighting, we must not forget what's been filling up our newspapers these days, huh? The French Revolution, as they call it, broke out with the storming of the Bastille. Soon, it escalated, and the blades falling, heads rolling. My father was too noble to be for the people, too full of revolutionary ideals to be trusted with the royal family. He tried helping both, yet at the end, neither helped him back. He tried escaping this madness, and he ended up in prison, in Olmutz. As for my mother, she was put on house arrest, and then in prison as well. For my grandmother and my aunts, they were guillotined. They were thrown into a mass grave simply because they were born noble. They could not run, that they could not escape fast enough. This was no longer the same revolution that my father has drafted the declaration for. This was a massacre. As of me, I am a traitor. I am a noble. I am nothing. So I hid. I hid with my tutor, Felix Festrel, and every single day I feared. I feared for the life of my family, of mine, and people I care about, knowing what will happen if we don't act fast, that we cannot run away fast enough. That will end up with the same fate as all the others, guillotined. The guillotine does not forgive, takes without mercy. It does not matter if you're young or old, men or women. When your head is held up by your hair, people will laugh. When your blood is spilled across the platform, people will run just to get some on their handkerchief like some kind of souvenir. Every day draws on, and every day I feared, knowing that even seeing this blue sky overhead is now a privilege. It was scary, it was horrifying. It was like living in one of those books, one you didn't write, and you have no right to change. And then this guy by the name of James Monroe, I'm sure you've heard of him, he had a brilliant idea. He said to my mother, what if George just come to America? Now this might just sound like a madman talking to my mother, which, to me, it sounded like it so. But he really did follow through with his plan. He gave me a fake passport and everything. I was to go by the last name Motier, so I don't draw any more unwanted attention onto myself. A few months ago, I was on a ship. A ship that took me to America, just like it has done to my father when he was 19-year-old. It is crazy that I was standing on the deck. I was looking at the same ocean that he was looking at when he was a young man. Of course, neither of us had permission to go from the French government. But I always say there's more of between a need and a want. But if you're wondering, I did not inherit that seasickness from him. I put that right under the list of being orphaned and arranged marriage at 14. Right now, I'm currently staying with the Hamiltons. They have welcomed me into their home, and I'm so immensely grateful. Monsieur Washington has written to me that he is proud that he'll take me in as soon as he can. He is currently in Philadelphia. I hope he'll take me in with the same love that he had for my father when he was just a young man. With a broken leg, a broken human, broken English. Everything was broken back then. The colonies, the horrible, horrible war that ripped apart families, just as it has united beliefs. Everything, except, I guess, Major General Lafayette's spirit. He brought France and America together. He brought the colonies together again and again wherever he went, so that this sliver of a continent is not just 13 states, but a real functioning country. He should be the one standing here. He should be the one to embrace Monsieur Washington again. My father should have been the one come back to America, receiving a hero's welcome. I'm not my father. I don't expect to do all this. My father has always dreamt of taking my mother and my sister here, to meet the Washingtons, to introduce them to the man that he admires so much. How am I supposed to face them alone? How am I supposed to face them, knowing I'm the only one left? This war does not forgive. My father has only narrowly escaped the war in America. The war had forgave him, so maybe, just maybe, this guillotine could let him go too. My father, my mother, my sister, they're all locked up. I don't know how they are. I don't know what's happening. I'm the one across the ocean. I'm the one going to Harvard. When it should have been my father here. My father who loved this country like it was his own. My father who fought for it like it was his own. How am I supposed to face this knowing that they might not make it? And if they really do not make it, how do I ever return to France? And then what then? France was my home. My home currently is with the Hamiltons. For my aunt, my grandmother, home meant a mass grave. Home meant wherever you are. Wherever your poor, unfortunate soul takes you, and wherever you can live to see the daylight for just one more day. Last year I celebrated my birthday in hiding. In truth, it was not much of a celebration at all. 1 year has gone by, and 1 year, if you really think about it, it's not that long of a time. Because if anything could happen in a year, I can find my family alive again in a year, next year. I hope. No, I will. I will celebrate my next birthday with them. Maybe this day will have a meaning again. Not just another year that I am alive. But for now, happy birthday, George. Happy birthday. No, okay. Fishing rod above my head.
Why is it so slippery?
Why is this a chunk? Wait, look. It's a block.
It's a block.